Hello friends, welcome to KSP Academy. Last class we already discussed the transmission line parameters. In the transmission line parameters we already discussed the basic things, that is the order, transmission parameter, resistance, inductance, capacitance. In that basics I was given, resistance calculation, how you have to do, inductance and capacitance, what is the resistance, inductance and capacitance, basics I was given that. With that basics we can go further, it is that. So today now we have to go for calculation of inductance of single phase 2 wire. Now I should calculate inductance in the single phase 2 wire transmission line, and after I will go for 3 phase transmission line also. I hope I clear it is. So let us take single phase or 2 phase transmission line. And what is the basic concept of this? Inductance is nothing but flux linkages per unit of current. Flux linkages per unit of current is nothing but inductance. So let us how to take single phase 2 wire transmission line. Let us take it 2 conductors. The conductor A, this is the conductor A. This conductor A having a radius of smaller phase conductor. Default is how other conductor. The conductor B having a radius of R, either neutral or some other phase conductor, no problem at all. If it is single phase means phase and neutral. Then after which is possessing some distance, the distance between these 2 conductors is a D. The distance between 2 conductors is D. The conductor 1 having a radius of R, conductor 2 having a radius of R. Both are having equal radius. So let us here, what is the inductance? Flux linkages per unit of current. So let us now I should calculate the inductance of a transmission line A. First I should calculate inductance of transmission line A. Inductance of transmission line A. Now what I calculated? First number inductance of line conductor 1. Inductance of first conductor I am calculating. The moment calculating inductance of first conductor, one conductor is how to calculate it is. The moment calculating of inductance of a line conductor of A, here the flux linkages will take place due to this conductor. The flux linkage per ampere of current due to this conductor A. That is nothing but internal flux linkages. Due to internal flux linkages, the conductor A having some inductance. One more thing, the current flowing through this other conductor also, which will be influencing on our conductor A. The current flowing through the conductor B, which will be influencing on the conductor A, because conductor B also current is flowing. These flux linkages will affect on this conductor. That is nothing but flux linkages due to this conductor external current. So nothing but the flux, number 1, the flux linkages due to the current flow this conductor, that is not internal flux linkage, that is what internal inductance. Next, the current flowing to this conductor will links affecting on this conductor. That is also flux linkages due to the external conductor character. That's the external inductance and external flux linkages. So 2 things we are having that each inductance for each conductor. Let us take this LA is equal to inductance or nothing but inductance or nothing but inductance for internal, inductance for external. Both you had it, you will get inductance of one conductor. So before going to that, we have to write a flux linkages. First case, flux linkages due to internal flux linkages, flux linkages due to internal flux. Or internal this conductor, self conductor. Nothing but what you have to do, psi is equal to mu naught mu r I by 8 pi. Flux linkages due to the internal flux mu naught mu r by 8 pi. I hope I understand this. Next, second thing, flux linkages due to external conductor or external flux. Nothing but phi external. You can write phi internal here phi external here. That is nothing but mu naught mu r I by 2 pi into ln d by r. Because this is the conductor, you possess some distance, some radius. This is flux linkages due to the external conductor. So this is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 2. What is how to do? The total flux linkages phi 2 is equal to flux linkages of internal this conductor, flux linkage of external this conductor. So flux internal plus flux external. This is equal to both the outer I out. So mu naught mu r I by 8 pi mu naught mu r by 2 pi ln into d by r. This is the total flux linkages. Total flux linkages. In this total flux linkages, what have to do something else? What is the inductance? As you know, inductance per phase is equal to flux linkage by current. Flux linkage by current. Therefore, in this current, in this we have this current value I also. Both the cases this I take down. So what is how to do is flux total by I is equal to, in this I should take a common mu naught mu r by 2 pi. I am taking common mu naught mu r by 2 pi. I should take common. What is that here? Only this is the take by mu by mu r by 4 ln into d by r everything. Because inductance of the flux linkage by current. In this I is over. After mu naught I should take common. In this mu naught and this mu naught I should take common. I'll get of this. So here I am taking the flux linkages to the external conductor here. The air is mu r1. So mu r1 is equal to 1 for air. So the external conductor, this you can write directly is 1. No need of fluid directly. You can write this one. This is the relative permittivity of material. This is the relative permittivity of air. Relative permittivity of air is 1. That's what this is negative 1. This is countable. We are writing this here. Very clear. Next, inductance per phase is equal to, as you know, mu naught is equal to 2 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. So 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 2 pi as it is. So mu r by 4 ln into d by r. Henries per meter. Henries per meter, always Henries per meter. So 2 pi 1 ja, 2 pi 2 ja, you can say inductance per phase is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 mu r by 4 into ln into d by r. Henries per meter square. If you take the relative permeability of material, assumption is 1. Next, this 10 to the power of minus 7, writing 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So I can write directly here. Inductance per phase is equal to 0.2 into what I can say 1 by 4 mu r equal to 1 plus ln into d by r. This I am writing now millihenry per kilometer. Millihenry per kilometer. This is millihenry means 10 power minus 3. Kilometer means 10 power 3. If you go 10 power 3, 10 power minus 3 becomes 10 power minus 3 and 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 into 0.1. 10 power minus 1. That I have written. This 10 power minus I am converting into that millihenry per kilometer. So inductance per meter 0.2 into this I can write down. So next step what I am going to clear it is LA per phase. So LA per phase is equal to, what I am writing is, for my convenience of this I am converting into logarithm. ln into e power ln into log e power 1 by 4 plus ln into d by r millihenry by kilometer. So I am writing it is generally the 1 by 4. I am writing it is log e power 1 by 4 because log a base is equal to 1. this 1 by 4 becomes 1. So 1 by 4 into log e to the base, this is 1. So I can write 1 by 4 for my current logarithm. That's what I wrote it is here from logarithm concept. So one more important thing is, as you know, log a plus log b is equal to log ab, log a into b. For this log a plus log b, I am writing log a into b. So inductance per phase is equal to Ln into e power 1 by 4 into d by r. Next I am writing it is Ln into d by this e power minus 4, I am writing down e power minus 4 into r. This e power 1 by 4 I am writing into e power minus 4 into right. If you use your calculator, the e power minus 4 equal to 0.7788 answer. So that is I am writing here directly here Ln into d by 0.7788 into r. Clear? E power minus 4 I am writing this one. Next what I am writing it is inductance per phase is equal to, sorry, all these cases I use this 0.2 is there. Please remember 0.2 into all cases 0.2 writing it is 0.2 into Ln into d by r dash. This is nothing but r dash, not r dash. So where r dash is equal to 0.7788 into r. This is the inductance per phase of a single conductor. So what is the r dash is nothing but effective radius. Effective radius of conductor. Effective radius of conductor. What is the effective radius of conductor means? Let us take one conductor. The actual radius is smaller. The moment the power supply AC you are applying for this, what is going to happen is that due to the skin effect, only the current should be concentrating on this particular area rather than total area. So what is the effective radius? This is nothing but only effective area. This is not total effective area. The effective area, this one, the effective area is equal to r dash is equal to 0.7788 into r. This is what I wrote, effective radius. I hope you understand this. This is what effective radius. Understood? So this is what inductance per phase. The inductance one line. So what the inductance of two line means? This is plus this one. Both inductance per phase both are same. So LA per phase is equal to LB per phase because both are same. Therefore, loop inductance is equal to L total is equal to LA plus LB is equal to 2 times of 0.2 into Ln into d by r dash millihenry by kilometer. This is a loop inductance per phase. So loop inductance of two transmission single phase transmission line, because inductance of LA, inductance of LB. LB also have self and external things will take place. That's what it is. 2 times of 0.2. Loop nothing but 2. If they are asking single, you can do it. This is very important. Millihenry per kilometer. Examination units are very important. It is. I hope you are understanding. This is a single phase thing. When you go for 3-phase power transmission line, which are very important. Let us take 3-phase RYB, which are having a distance of D, each radius having a smaller radius. This is a symmetrical transmission line. 3-phase symmetrical transmission line inductances. So inductance of line R and Y and 3 transmission lines are same, that is nothing but same 0.2 into Ln into d by r, because symmetrical thing there is no. D means distance between these lines, R is radius of conductor. All 3 inductors are same because all 3 are distributed the same radius. Second thing, this is a symmetrical line. For a three-phase second phase unsymmetrical line, three-phase unsymmetrical line, unsymmetrical transmission line. Unsymmetrical transmission line means the distances are different. Let us we have a R phase, Y phase, and B phase. This is the distance of D1, D2, D3. Now here inductance of R, inductance of YB, all are different. So inductance of LR is equal to 0.2 into Ln into square root of, if you take R phase means the distance of D1, distance of D2. So D1 into D2 by radius of R1. This is LR. Ly means 0.2 into Ln into square root of. Let us take with respect to Y, D1 and D3 are distances mutual. D1 D3 by R1. Similarly, RYB is equal to 0.2 into Ln by, we write D2 and D3. D2 and D3 by R dash. This equals unsymmetrical lines, distances are different, we have to take individually, or LR, Ly, Lb. All three inductances will be very different. Symmetrical lines means all are same, we can write down. So this is the way you have to calculate the inductor. This is per phase calculation. If you go for loop inductance, these two you get added up. But the loop inductance should not ask in the three phase. Basically, they are asking the single phase transmission. Your concept is what? The self and the mutual links will take place for single conductor. Take LE, self and mutual term. Take B, self and mutual term. In such a way, you have to calculate the inductance calculation of single phase and three phase calculations. I hope you are understanding. If you are interested, make a subscribe. Links will come to email IDs. You can enjoy the links. Okay. Thanks for watching. Keep continuing.